Africa stands at a defining moment in its history. As the youngest continent in the world, with a rapidly expanding and increasingly connected youth population, the decisions made today regarding skilled and competent human capital incubation, leadership, governance, digital, and economic transformation will shape not only Africa's future, but also its role within global geopolitics. It is estimated that by 2050, the population of Africa will approximately be 2.5 billion, with an estimated 830 million youth aged between 15 and 35, representing an unprecedented concentration of young talent. The central challenge before us today is how to channel this immense human potential into structured productivity, ethical and competent leaders, policy experts, and sustainable economic progress. No doubt, the continent can boast of several dividends: demographic, mineral, and other non-mineral commodities, massive arable lands for agriculture and agribusiness, trade, and a growing cohort of innovators and young entrepreneurs who are pioneering the continent's homegrown solutions for the continent's problems. Africa's challenge is not a lack of talent, but creating systems that transform potential into leadership. Potential without leadership, we understand, produce little impact. Our ability as a continent to equip our young people with the requisite skills, health, and education to enable them to compete effectively in the 21st century labor market will determine whether this demographic dividend becomes an asset or a liability. It is only by investing in our youth, those aged between 15 and 35, can Africa escape massive poverty and close the prosperity gap. Do you think there's some values or there's some things that our current leaders have left and ignored completely that is not helping us to advance?
Yes. This, the current Ghana that we have, the youth are used to share flyers and to shout during political activities. But in involving the youth in decision making is something that we are left out of it. It will be there and they will say that this law has been passed. And it will not be in favor of the youth, but it will be in favor of the leaders and the older men. But whilst the youth are the next generations that are coming up to lead the country.
Are there some things you think the young people can also do to help change the situation?
Yes.
Like what?
As taking the leadership roles. When we are trained with, when we are given the opportunity to handle such situations and not just sit back and watch, not just be a standby. It readies us for the kind of future we want to have. It readies us for the kind of roles we want to take. It opens our minds as taking part in practical civic education.
Professionalism can be taught well by the leaders. By they themselves, they are not teaching us how to be professionals, how to do some things. So it's like and when we start doing our own thing, you can't teach us what to do because we needed your help, you didn't help us. But when we are doing it, you want to come in. No.
If we get the opportunity to exercise the leadership roles, right, that is when they would see it. They will also be there to guide us. Yes, so we are looking for the opportunity to also take power.
The NexGen Pulse channel aims not only to stimulate conversations, but also to serve as skilled human capital incubator to nurture generations of young African leaders who combine vision with competence and ambition with a strong sense of responsibility to their communities, nations, and the continent at large. We do so guided by the fact that Africa's challenge is not a lack of talent, but creating systems that transform potential into leadership. Potential without leadership, we understand, produce little impact. We also know that Africa's future will be built by Africans and Africans only, because real change comes from ordinary people who are doing extraordinary things. That is why our focus for the next 25 years as a channel is to impact 1,000 young, upwardly mobile professionals in each of the 55 nations of the continent. That is our mandate, that is our pledge, and that is the legacy we want to leave behind as we work together to pursue Agenda 2023, the Africa that we all want. That is what we invite all of us to do. Thank you very much.